to you. Thank you so much for joining us once again. This is a real life show where we give you knowledge so that you can be able to make wise decisions in everything that you do. I'm your host Rachel Wero, and today I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by one and only Sir Ahmed Ibrahim, and we'll be talking about academic, how you can walk through this journey and complete successfully. So without much ado, let's talk the show. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, I really hope you'll be fine.
I've been doing good.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Who is Ibrahim?
Ahmed is a student at university, on campus, and pursuing in school of business and pursuing bachelor business management in the school of SPE, that is business management, business and economics, and for 4 years.
For 4 years. I understand you're currently the academic minister.
Yeah, currently I'm the academic minister, the student government council, that is the organization.
Wow, that's interesting. Maybe in a few terms you can define for us academics.
Academic, first and foremost, most of the students do like calling me the education minister.
Education minister.
So there is education. Education is a school in MKU University. We believe most of us are in school because of if you say because of education, higher institutional learning is school. School education. That entails beds, weather, special needs education, and childhood, and so on.
Now, many people get into campus. Actually, large numbers get admitted to campus. Now, how is this process when they start and before they finish the term?
First and foremost, I urge students to get to know where they stand, what they mean by where they stand. You join MKU as a business student or as an educational student, or a social science student. You have to, first and foremost, you have to know the department that you belong to.
The department that you belong to.
You find a time that your student is telling you that I'm from the department of business and economics. I'm from the department of social science. Social science, my friend, is a school.
Social science is a school.
So the department is such as journalism, languages and humanities, counseling and psychology, and so on. School of business, there is accounting and finance, department of management, department of economics itself.
Wow.
So
understanding the department.
Understanding the department first and foremost. Second thing, you understand the school that you belong to.
The school.
For instance, you have a grievance, you have a challenge, you have a complaint, or a concern, you have to raise it through the HOD.
The HOD.
That is department. And if you want to go to a higher office, that's when you go to the dean of school.
Dean of school.
So there is department and school. In the school, then you can go to a director, or you go to a registrar, or you go to other offices that you feel is relevant with your case.
Okay.
Therefore, in MKU, people fail to understand that, especially the ones who are admitted online, fail to understand that there is a calendar year in academic year.
Academic year.
Academic year is 2 semesters.
2 semesters.
2 semesters from an academic year. So for instance, if
how long is the semester?
I'll say 3 months.
3 months.
Okay, in weeks is 12 weeks. For diploma is 10 weeks. So for instance, someone joined MKU January 2020. In August will be 1.2.
1.2.
Yeah. Still in the first year.
You've said 1.2. What does 1.2 mean? Like
1.2 is the 1 stands for the year.
1 stands for the year.
Yeah, the 2 stands for the semester.
So I've joined university. Maybe I've known my department. I'm doing journalism and mass communication, and I've known my school, and I've understood the semester, the academic year, how it goes by. Maybe you can tell us before you finish which are the do's and don'ts here in university.
Okay, the do's and the don'ts are well paraphrased, well described, well entailed in the student's handbook.
Yeah.
So the student handbooks entail the do's and the don'ts, the welfare. There are non-academic matters entailed in that particular document. That's one. Second thing, there are academic matters, academic and non-academic, because we are all here and our well-being our campus lives, the social life we are having, that's out of an academic, that's an academic, it's out of academic affairs. So those non-academic matters, such as football, curriculum activities, about how you interact with the class reps, how you interact with your fellow classmates, course-mates, that's non-academic. Therefore, there are some rules that govern those well-being. It doesn't mean that you should not copy an exam, then you go on and trespass someone's privacy. Let's say maybe a certain case happened with regards to the cyberbullying. We have the WhatsApp groups, the class. You find like someone threatening another in the WhatsApp group, maybe in the class, physical affairs. So there are some rules that govern all those stuff and all those matters. So if you talk about the academic matters, it's purely disciplinary issues. Disciplinary issues with regards to examinations. I feel like someone is going there with a written material, exam practices, using an electronic gadget. Not necessarily the phone, but maybe an earphone, headphone, power bank, a watch. Those are digital watch, the most advanced, the modern watch. So yeah, we feel like it's somehow that too irritating for our side to see us still that knows those policies, the bit of the brands, knows the handbook, and still manage to get the example with those stuffs that are prohibited. Now it's simple. So long as you're in possession of it, you find yourself in the wrong side. You are not using it, but you're in possession of it. And so long as those documents, whether it's a written material or a phone or any electronic gadget, whatever it entails is relevant to the examination at that particular time, place, then you begin to discuss.
Okay, even if it was just, you are not aware of it, you are not conscious of it, you just found yourself.
You just found yourself, and maybe you go and sit to a desk. The armrest chairs, the armrest chairs that we are having in our classes, most of them are written.
Yeah, they are written.
They are written. So imagine sitting on that chair that is written, and whatever is written there is relevant to the exam. Of course, you'll be in possession.
Even if it's not you who written.
The moment you saw that thing, it's better you avoid yourself, isolate yourself with the chair. Isolating it there, raising the hand, holding the supervisor, the mwalimu, you tell him, that this desk is written and assign you, and appreciate if you give them to avoid any inconveniences. Let me point some 2 points at least from the academic matters. Maybe in possession of that illicit drugs, to take you to an academic discipline. To be specific with that illicit drug. In possession of it, maybe you might have it in your bag, and it doesn't belong to you, but to a friend of yours. But you are the one who was caught with it. That's one case. Another case I said about this, so bullying. You bull your fellow via online social platforms, social media platforms. It will also lead you to an academic disciplinary case.
It's a WhatsApp group that belongs to a class.
Yeah, to a class, maybe even not a class. Maybe you go to your Twitter account and defame someone. Defamation. Defame someone there, and you portray him, whatever that they are going through, and that's known as a private to them. It will cost you
Defamation.
Yeah, defamation.
Maybe you can, sorry for cutting you short. Maybe you can clarify on that. It's my social media account. Will I be brought to disciplinary committee of schools?
Of course, yeah, because the one you are affecting, you are a student and you are affecting a fellow student.
As long as you're affecting another
Fellow
student.
student, yeah.
Wow.
You know, if it's an outside, an external case, we take it to the government level, that is to the police stations and so on, or to the chief, area education chief. But if it entails comradeship, then it will be forwarded to the relevant academic team.
Okay.
Either extraordinary academically or non-academic.
Maybe you can tell us the penalties. When I'm caught, what happens?
Penalties, most of them penalties are equivalent to one another. For instance, in the handbook, academic affairs and matters, clause number 1 is found cheating an exam room with a written material or that is relevant to the examination. That will lead first and foremost cancellation of the units.
Cancellation of the units.
Units. All the units that we've registered for that particular semester. Because
they are cancelled.
They believe that once you cheated in one particular unit, of course you've been cheating.
All
so all exams of this particular semester will be cancelled. That's one. Second thing, will be suspended for one academic semester. That thing will be given a warning letter and a suspension. That's a warning letter. The third one, the fourth penalty or punishment is that expulsion in case of a repeat.
Expulsion.
In case of a repeat. So imagine you are 1.1, you are a student of 1.1 or 2.1 student. You haven't nurtured that much from the university, and you just find yourself in potential of a suspension, maybe. And fun enough, or sadly enough, if a student is aware of the groups, the government sponsored students, so to be more careful.
Maybe you've tackled some cases. What are some of the challenges that students face during this journey?
Depression, frustrations, mental instability, and so you feel like someone just put an example, like he was not even using the phone, but when the phone is in popular and it's on, you're caught with it. So that's frustration. And sadly enough, the student wasn't using that kind of position. We go with the class. Most we normally try to start. Actually, for me, being in that committee, I'm on the interest of the students. I'm there to safeguard the interest of the students, to assist them where possible. But frequently we find that we can do nothing because the students get. And that doesn't mean that you should do some 2-3 things at least to them. So long as they are guilty, we can do nothing from that. It's just that we have to pray and believe that the student go safely or find something to keep himself or herself busy in that particular period. Before coming back to the session. And it's another process. Coming back, we have to fill some forms, cause resumption form, and it's a process. So I'll urge and lead students in whatever case can be better. If you feel the exam is tough, just look at the hand, tell the supervisor or the invigilator. The exam isn't favoring to me. And I feel like kindly give me the way forward. And you can have it as a special.
Well, actually, maybe we can understand these terms because maybe many of us do hear the special exam. So we are if I miss that exam, I cannot be able to do it again.
Yeah, okay. About the exams, there are 3 types of exams. Okay, I'll say 4 types. Number 1 is the first attempt exam. Yeah. For instance, in one way or the other, due to unavoidable circumstances or 2 or 3 inconveniences, maybe you are sick, you have an appointment at the hospital, and you find yourself not available in that particular exam that you've registered for, but you have the cut marks.
You have the cut
marks. So whatever you're waiting is the main exam, and you couldn't manage to sit for it. You can have it as a special.
That's when we call it
special. It has the cut mark. And kindly confirm if you have the cut marks.
Confirm.
Because most of the time, you feel like a student saying that I have a special. Only to realize
They don't have the marks.
Yeah, they don't have the coursework or the cut marks. The cut isn't keyed in the system. So that unit, it will be still afresh to you.
Afresh, you have to do it again.
Again, as a first attempt, because you have no cut marks.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, so most of them I normally advise and tell them to kindly follow up and have a record of their cards. If it's a hard copy, kindly preserve it for future reference. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because for instance, that you find the card marks were not kidding. You will have some proof that to show that you have the card, you search for it, and it will be kidding for you and just be the main exam.
Wow.
So having a unit with no cut mark, no main exam, that is a first attempt unit, a fresh unit. Second thing is a special. A special is that you have the cut marks,
You have the
but
cut.
no the main exam.
Okay.
Then there's a supplementary. Supplementary is whereby you read the first attempt, you have the cut marks, you read the main exam and you failed.
You failed.
Wanasema ukapata F.
Ukapata F.
So that F is a fail. You have to redo it. That's supplementary. And the last but not least is the retake. Retake is whereby you read the supplementary and you fail again. You fail twice, yeah. So you'll have to retake it. And retaking it, you have to pay for it. You have to go first to class. Yeah, you have to go first to class, redo afresh the cut in the main exam.
So you have to pay for it.
So about the supplementary, there's an advantage and disadvantage. The supplementary, whether you pass it or you score higher, let me say the maximum, you can score maybe 100.
100, yeah.
You still get a 40. That's a big.
You still get a 40.
Yeah, that's a big. To those who the pass starts from 40. To the College of Health Sciences, their rank starts from 50, then you have a 50. That's a D again. So whether you pass it or fail it, you just.
So it's better to do your best at first.
Yeah, good to do your best first. And about the retake, at least you have an advantage of at least getting B or an F. Because when you go to do the cut fresh, you do the main exam afresh. So the chances of you getting a good mark is high.
It's high. At what instances can a student lack to do an exam or fail to do an exam?
I say lack of fee. That's a huge challenge that we're facing. Lack of fee. Second thing, about the health issues.
Health issues.
Yeah. Calamities such as death or maybe losing a family, a member. Whether you eat a parent, you eat a sister, you eat a sibling, you eat an uncle, a relative, yeah. So such circumstances can lead someone to lose, which is understandable.
Which is understandable. Now I have a question. Maybe I've gone all through to fourth year. How do I connect to the real world?
To the real world, I'll just point, to be brief enough, I'll just mention two departments that can link you to the real world.
Two departments that can link you
to a relevant field of study. One is elementary students kindly let's associate ourselves with clubs, anti-curriculum activities, anti-academic activities such as games, sports, clubs, innovations, and maybe forums that maybe will give you a network, contact. Yeah, that's one. The second thing is about the attachments.
Attachments.
Yeah, attachment can also be a good boost to the outside corporates and the outside world. If I explain about the first point, that is clubs and organizations and the forums, most of us fail to join these clubs and fail to understand that they have a big benefit to us, such that whatever the activity, whatever the initiative that will be initiating to the outside corporates, it will be as a boost of either as a play or as a boost of CSR. CSR is all about corporate social responsibilities. Maybe you are having a visit to a certain high school and you go there, you link up with some great minds, great people outside there, and who knows, maybe at the end of the finishing point of your coursework, they'll have a link with you, and you will join their respective
Organization.
other institutions. Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
That's one. Second thing is about the attachments. These attachments.
Actually, maybe you can define us what attachment is.
Attachment, I normally say.
Because we do hear attachment and internships.
Attachments and internships. They are, I'll say, they are units.
They are
Attachments
units.
is a unit.
Uh-huh.
Internship is a unit.
Uh-huh.
So attachment is a unit, and you'll have to register it. Many times you find a student say that I've gone for attachment and I can't find my marks.
Uh-huh.
This is it. Only to find out that student never
Register.
registered for the particular unit. It's sad.
So if you don't
It's
register, you
wasting-
repeat
yeah,
again.
You repeat again.
Maybe to finalize, maybe I've walked through that journey. I've done my attachments. I'm now graduating. We do hear of first class honor. Maybe you can tell us a brief of, you can highlight about the performance, the grading.
The grading, you know, the average that we score. All the units will be for 5 units. The points will be divided by the number of units that we have undertaken, and the maximum figure that will be obtained from that division will give you maybe a cluster. It will give you a place where you belong or you deserve. It will start from the day one that you start for the exams.
From day
The
one.
first cut, the first exam you're going to take. That's when you have to prepare for the plan to be. If you want to be in the first class honor, you have to make sure that you score well in your first exam. And for you to score some good marks, for you to be in that cluster, it is not all about the department to place you there. It's about you.
It's about you.
And you have to work hard for it.
From day one.
From day one. The first day, the 1.1, when you are a fresher.
If you're fresher.
If you're a fresher, you have to work for it. You have to work for it. Starting with the cards. I'll say the cards do play a big part in our course.
In your exams.
In our final exam, final mark sheet entry. So for instance, when you have a good mark sheet card, it will be easier for you to score something better in your
exam.
Yeah.
In your main exam, that is. What do you want to change? What do you want to do in your time?
Okay, the moment I was elected in the office, I had some manifestos, and if I recall very well, my manifesto number one was about missing marks.
Missing marks.
I wanted to change the story. I wanted to kill the story of missing marks in the unit, and I'm happy that even our VC was also having the same campaign against the missing marks.
Wow, that's
So I guess we have the same manifesto with him, and it worked quite well. And the rate at which the students are complaining now is minimal.
minimum.
Of course, we have some students who are having a challenge, but I'm happy that the number is now minimum compared to last year. That's
So
number
the
one.
number has reduced.
Yeah, the second thing was about class rep welfare. Class rep welfare are not well, I'll be honest, are not well managed, are not well tackled. But I'm hoping that by the end of my session, the tenure will have at least tackled at least 70% of their welfare class reps. The second class reps welfare, I believe class reps, they are aware of it. And the third manifesto was about the academic trips. Academic trips, that's what I've been proposing. And hopefully by next semester they'll be
They resume.
They'll resume. And the last but not least, it was about the special exam. The special exam in regards to the missing mark. the students are having the missing marks because the cut mark were missing. And I'm happy that so far so good, I've already achieved some of my manifestos, and I'll list them to be brief.
Yeah, sure.
But about the special issue, it came in regard to the missing.
To the missing.
Because students are having challenges to get their cut marks and are having challenges to get their main exams. They are missing. So we had to find a good period for them to sit for the special exams, at least to retrieve and to cover up the missing marks.
Wow.
Therefore, to be quick enough, some of the achievements that I've made so far, in MKU, it never happened to have a special cut.
There were no special cuts.
Yeah, okay, we had to have special exams, but no special cuts.
No special cuts.
So I had to be unique enough to come up with a special cut.
Wow.
And of course, there are some who are left behind who never tackle those special cuts. But I have no mistake. And I say I have no blame. Because for me, I played my part safe. I brought them the special cut. And at least we had a good number to the 19th graduation ceremony due to the fact that students had to take their special cuts on time and be marked on time and for them to be processed for the graduation. That was the achievement. And the second achievement is about the I'll say about the missing mark submission. The missing mark that has been awarded. At least with time, you can't just wake up in the morning and have everything done up.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process, yeah.
Yeah, it's a process.
And with time, maybe if the number was 100, I believe now it has been reduced at least to 40.
Wow, which is an
And
achievement.
maybe by the end of the semester, we'll have it at least to 20 or to 10. The beginning of the semester, that's when the timetable will be ready. But this time round, I played it safe and unique. And we are having a timetable as early as now.
Wow, as early as now.
As early as now, right? As early as commencing of this month, beginning of this month, we are having the timetable.
Wow.
The reason big is 2 years we are bringing and we are forwarding some grievances, some challenges, and some complaints that some units were not placed, some units were not allocated, were not placed on offer due to some 1 or 2 reasons. But I thought it's wise that we have a timetable as now for them to tackle it as early as possible. Another thing is about the restrictions. As much as our students are complaining, and also we as the cabinet we are complaining in regard to the time restrictions. But at least last semester, that is this semester.
This semester.
Yeah, this semester we had the time restriction. Just a week to the exam.
A week to the
exam, yeah. We requested and pleaded to them that we had an agreement at least by the end of the semester, the students will have to pay the fee before starting for their exams. So give them the humble chance and give them the opportunity to access the university premises, the university facilities at least. Then make it left matters concerning academics.
Wow, okay. Papers are clear. What do you tackle? What does it entail?
Okay, the academic matters include academic affairs. Academic affairs, that is unit registrations, exam cards, card issues, main exam issues, missing marks, teaching programs, timetable issues, academic trip issues, class reps welfare, lecturers that are, especially the lecturers who are not in competence with their courseworks. And there are many, it's large and it's wide. That's why I normally say the reason as to why we are in Thika or in MKU, in the university, is about academics.
It's about academics.
So the well-being in the school, number one is academic. And that's what I'm entitled to.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been an awesome time. We've understood some terms like retake, special exams and special cuts. Thank you so much for being with us and watching to the end. I really hope that you learned. It's a process and you have to trust the process. It's where we give you knowledge so that you can make a decision making. I've been your host, Rachel Wero. See you next time.